Hello, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you could join me. Today we are doing my YouTube hop video for the Junetober 2025 event. We started this event last year. It was a great success. Everybody loved it. So the Paper Bee is hosting the event again this year. It's Junetober, and it's hosted by the Paper Bee on their Facebook group and Petals and Parchment. They've come together to put together a wonderful month of a freebie every single day in June. It's totally awesome. So there's, for the YouTube hop, there's a game where you watch each of the creators, and each day you get an ingredient for the witch's spell. So it's all outlined in the Facebook group and here. You can go to the Paper Bee or the Petals and Parchment Kofi shop that's linked below, and this game board and pieces are free download. And you'll get this. Isn't that cute? I even love the letters. Look, they've got like a little witch's hat on them. Adorable. And then there's game pieces. Like so. So each day you watch the YouTube video for that day for the hop, and you subscribe, like, comment, you know, all that good stuff. And then sometime during the video, the creator will reveal to you their token for the day, and you glue that on the day. And you take a picture of it and you send it to the email address, and there's lots of prizes, kits, and on top of all the freebies that you get for the month. So, either who, the reason why we're here today is it's my day for the hop. So, Crafts by Diane is doing a hop day for the YouTube. And my assigned day is the 20th. And Leslie from Chaos is Creation is our freebie sponsor of the day. She's one of the designers that's decided to give us a beautiful freebie to use. So I saved a little time and I cut out the pieces. Hold on a second. Sorry guys, you know once I start talking, I start coughing. So I printed out this cool folio, double-sided, and then there's pieces to decorate it with, and it's going to be a little flip book with these little guys. These two pages are identical, and then there's backing paper that you can put on it too. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that one. That's my favorite. So I printed 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, and cut them out. These are extras. You know, I'll use that for something. They won't go to waste. So she also gave us some great directions because I've never made a tear book before. So we are going to follow along. It tells you how to print them. You know, to use cardstock for some pages, regular paper for other pages. You can print more than 4 pages if you want more thick flip books. Cut out the pieces if you want to ink. We should ink before we start. I'm not going to bother inking because I love the color of these. Alright, starting with the base piece. We're just going to go step by step. Look, she even gives us pictures. This is amazing. Score the 4 fold lines, fold and crease. Okay, we got that. We can handle this, right? It's scoreboard time. So how's everybody doing? Have you been following along with the Junetober, or are you just tuning in and trying to catch up? I must warn you, the freebies won't be around forever, so make sure you go and download them each day on the Facebook group. There'll be a link to the freebie of the day. And then there's other games where if you make projects with the freebies, there are other prizes you can win besides the YouTube hop. And then there's also words that you can make projects themed around that word, and you get entered into yet another contest. So like if scary isn't your thing, like spooky is not your jam, there's also like a cozy option, which is more fall themed, you know, the pumpkins and that kind of thing, and it's a softer, you know, some people just, I don't know, I love Halloween, but some people don't. So there's another option that you get to play too, and again, prizes to win. So there's something for everybody. There's even a couple of the freebies that, you know, I get to see them before they come out, which is like a perk of being on the design team. But I digress, sorry. There's a couple that are like really like kid theme and cutesy, so there's something for everybody. You got some that are quite graphic and scary, and then others that are just like, this is adorable. So there'll be something for everybody. If one day isn't your cup of tea, just keep watching, because there'll be something else. And these designers have worked so hard to make such cute things for us to use, and we really, really want to say that we appreciate all the designers and everything that they do. Okay, so we've got a little folio. Isn't that cute? All right. What is the next step, Leslie? What are we doing next? Glue on the sections on the back. So we're going to put this guy here. Oh, that's so cute. Look, the stripes even line up. How did I do that? Wow. Okay, let's see if we can get it to glue down that way. Yeah, right, Diane. We all know. I'll glue something upside down or something. There we go. So I'm filming this ahead. I haven't gotten to see what all the other YouTubers have made yet. I know it's going to be exciting, though. There are a lot of very talented people in the YouTube hop. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. Okay. And then if we want to attach something for a closure, she says to put it across here. Now I did get out one of my Scrabble boards of lace, because this one has black on it, and I thought this would be cute. All right, let's see. Well, it could be a little flatter, but I think it'll tie it off just fine. So let's glue that down. Okay, get that to set up for a second. Where'd my scissors go? There you are. How dare they be right where they belong. Alright, so we'll let that glue set for a few minutes while we move on to the next step. So this is supposed to go here over top of that, but she says to cut a piece of cardstock the same size as this to put on the inside. That's what we'll glue our papers to. So I'm going to measure this. All I have is a purple pen, so we'll be cutting that off. And there we go. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Just lining up my dot here with this string on my cutter. I'm going to cut just inside my mark, so it's a little slightly smaller than the piece I had. So So I'm just going to move that to the other side of the string. I think that'll be good. I don't want it to be too big. I don't want to see this. I want to see the pretty. Now, did I say this is my first time making a tear book? Well, it is, and I have no idea how this is going to work, but I've read the instructions a couple times, so hopefully it'll come out cute. I mean, with these great graphics, how could it not be? Leslie, I hope I do your project justice. I hope at the end we can say, ooh, that was so easy. There we go. Get some nice glue on there. Okay. Oh, it doesn't have to line up perfectly. That's fine. All right, that's cute. And flipping, nope, not flipping yet. I need to put this guy on there. So we have the bow on the outside, or we can have the bottle on the outside. I think I want the bottle on the inside. I like the bow on the outside. That is cute. Okay, so let's glue that on too. As well, also, there we go. Nice. Okay, now I'm flipping it over. And we're going to put this guy here. So cute. Try not to get it on my crease lines I made. Yep, we're good. And then our other pretty piece over here. I believe Leslie said she was going to come out with an entire kit to match this folio as well. So make sure you visit her Etsy shop and check out all her great designs. Pick up another kit or the add-on kit that goes with this. Oh, I'm sorry, her Kofi shop. She doesn't have an Etsy shop. She has a Kofi, which a lot of people are migrating over to Kofi, which is kind of cool. There we go. And now we're going to make our little glue book, or tear book that goes there. So this will go there with our little pieces on it. So this is the part I've never done before, so we are going to whip out the directions for this. Okay. So you've got your 4 piles of paper. I did each page, kept it as a separate pile, and then I just rearranged the picture so a different one was on top. But whatever, you can have them all the same if you like. Okay. Hold it, line it up as neat as you can. I'm assuming at the top is the most important. And then clip it on with the binder clip on both sides. Line them all up. Okay, I can handle that. For the rest of my binder clips. There we go. A couple more. Alright, so I did tap these so that the top edge is all lined up together. So we will line that up with this. Sorry, please ignore my phone. There we go. And the next pile. See, now being neat is very difficult for me, so this will be a challenge. Definitely a challenge. Okay. I've got this cool pile with the butterfly one on top. Okay. And our lovely bride at the end. Okay. All right, so now my piles look like her piles. Okay, next step. Use a thick did she call it PVA glue? Going back to the first pile, keep a firm grip to keep it in place, remove the top binder clip, run a line of PVA glue across the top as shown below. Use your finger or paintbrush, gently dab the glue to make sure it's spread to all the page edges and the card base. Put the binder clips back on to hold it nice and tight and repeat with the 3 other piles. Okay, so she's got this picture here, so we need some thick glue that you can use your finger or a paintbrush. And just make sure you cover the whole thing there, and then it looks like I should have a few more binder clips to do this, but we'll see if we can do it with what we got. And then once the glue dries, we're going to repeat it by adding another layer or 2 to the glue, and then we can glue it in our little folio. Okay, so we're almost done, but we're going to need some glue drying time. So we're going to do this first set together, and then I'll turn the camera off to let glue dry, because that is not exciting to watch, I'm assuming. And then we'll come back and do the second layer. I should have unclogged my glue before I took the binder clip off. Come on, Diane. You got this. Maybe I don't got this. Binder clip back on. I haven't used the Elmer's glue in a minute. Well, I'm just going to go with it and hope. There we go. All right, now taking the binder clip off. We're going to do a nice little bead of glue. Hopefully you can see this. I cannot glue and watch the camera at the same time. I am not that good. Glue is running everywhere. I really stink at this. There we go. Are you guys seeing this? I'm just kind of dabbing it with my finger. That's all I got. I'm going to wipe it off the surface and dab it along. And now try to put the binder clip back on with gluey fingers. That is not going to work very well. Scrap paper. Okay, I'm just going to have to live with gluey fingers for a little bit. So, clip that. I don't want to glue the clip down, so I'm leaving some headspace there for the glue to dry with the clip up there. Since I don't have enough clips to do 1 on the bottom and 2 on the top, I'm going to do this and move this guy up here. There we go. And let's do that again. But try not to get glue on the front, Diane. Although this bottle is not a very good applicator, so we'll see. Oof. There we go. That's a little better. Kind of pushing it down in between the pages a little bit. And getting some back on the cardstock. Okay. Get my clippy there. At least this time I didn't get it on my thumb, so that's good. See, each one's better than the last. That's all I can ask for. This is a pretty cute technique, though. It's going to be fun to see how this works. I mean, I know it works. I've seen other people do it, but I've never actually done it myself, so you know, we're learning, we're trying things. Oh, that one's got a lot of glue. Maybe that means it'll stick extra good. Okay, and the last one, and then I'll leave this to dry for a little bit. Okay, push that down, spread it out, wipe it off the front. And you'll notice I'm making sure I go all the way to both edges. Okay. Oh, don't glue the clip to the paper, Diane. Leave space. Leave space! Okay. So this is our temporary. We're going to leave this to dry, and I will see y'all back in a few minutes while I go wash my hands. Okay, here we are back again. It's the next day. I did come in and put another layer of glue after this dried. I waited about an hour, and then I took another bead of glue and ran it along the top. So let's see how we did. I'm going to take the clips off. That looks pretty good. Ugh. I got a little glue on the front there, so it peeled up the paper a little bit. That's okay. Oop, we got a little on that one too. We'll have to trim off these little blobs of glue because I wasn't neat enough. But you can see it is glued together at the top. I'm sure if we practice this a couple times I could get it to be better. But seeing as it's a tear book, and if I don't like the top page, I will just tear it off. Just like that. So I could use that as an embellishment. I could cut these little bottles out, write a note on the back. So that's cute. I think I'm going to take this butterfly off too, because I got stuff on the front, and this one has a little mess up too. You could put like a throwaway, toss away paper on the top if you wanted to prevent that. The glue doing the top, but you know, like I said, I still have these cute embellishments to use other places. So let's try gluing this in. I bet this will be really cute in a purse. You can make notes or jot things down. It would be a really cute accessory. Alright, let's get this in here. And I want to make sure I'm just gluing the cardstock. I don't want to glue my actual tear book pages. So I don't want to get it too close to the edge. Alright, let's get you lined up in here. Cute. Get that a little press down. Press down. And there we go. Tie this up. I think I left my lace a little too long, but yeah, it's better to have too much than not enough, right? There we go. I might trim that off later. I might leave it. Isn't that adorable? So, before you go, if you would like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know if you're going to try out this cute project. I've got all the links down below for the Facebook group, the Kofi pages, all of that good stuff. Go check us out over at the Paper Bee and join in on Junetober. This is my token for the hop, the Witch's Cauldron. So you'll put that on day 20, and stay tuned for the next video in our hop. I can't wait to see what you create and share with us in the Facebook group. Thanks everybody. See you in the next one. Bye.